So hi everyone, this is Margarita. I'm the owner of Maya Massage and Spa. Today I invite Daniel to coming to our channel. Many of you may know massage, many of you may have a misconception about the massage.
So we're here to kind of uncover a few stereotypes that have started to come about in massage therapy here in Oklahoma, more specifically in Edmond. There have been a few massage parlors that have been busted for, let's say, some malpractice, a few unethical practices. As you can see, Margarita is Asian. So I'm here to get her perspective and a few things that maybe she has ran into when it comes to these stereotypes. So my first question is, what would you say to people that maybe do get massages or don't get massages or are apprehensive about getting massages? What if you stereotype that they may have or might not be aware of that you've experienced or you've seen as both an owner and as a massage therapist?
That's a great question. Thank you for asking for that. Actually, I'm recently experienced that I am planning to expanding our business where that I'm looking for new commercial properties. One of the things that I get the most rejection about was we don't accepting any massage concept unless that is national brand. You know, all the franchise business they might be able to consider, otherwise they don't. And then another things that have been happening to me is like I went to business networking events, and then one of the person was standing out. She was saying that, oh, you should rent a place from the doctor office. I was like,
wow.
Yes, I was like, okay. I am certified medical massage practitioner. I don't think I need to be in the doctor's office in order to presenting myself as a legitimate massage business, right? So that's the things that I've been experienced.
What would you say, as somebody who's Asian, the stereotypes people have about you and you being specifically an Asian massage therapist?
Unfortunately, there are so much things happening in the massage business somehow is related to the Asian community. It's really hard for me to stand out and to speak for us, really. I would say that it's not all massage, like Asian, specifically massage therapists are the same. And then I wish there's not much going on with that, but there's nothing that I can do. It has encountered to me like multiple times when people come in, they saying that inappropriately. For me, is like I'm a professional massage therapist, and then if there's anything in the massage setting, if the clients were saying things is not appropriate, we will just evict them out. Just, hey, I'm sorry, we just have to, you have to go somewhere else, you can't be here. Then we have to evict them out. It does happen to me, not necessarily, but we have this like protocol. I told all my therapists, hey, if there's anything in the room that you feel uncomfortable or clients is inappropriate, we have the right to evict them. Because even when they come in, we have a forms that they have to fill out. If we are only performing a professional massage, if there is anything that inappropriate, we have a right to evict clients out, and they have to pay for the session.
Wow.
Yes.
So what would you say when it comes to these massage parlors? What makes them different than this spot here? Whether it's the interior, the exterior, the massage session, anything like that.
So you mean by for the public, what should they looking for if they go to the massage?
So just what you have seen, whether it's the way they advertise versus somebody who does a legitimate massage, their interior, the way they do their massage, the way they maybe drape the person, the way they don't drape the person.
Yeah, that's a great question. So from the exterior, you probably were not going to see the difference between business to business, right? So you can't say, okay, that exterior is going to be specific for the bad practice. There's not much you can say, okay, that's bad. And then interior wise, when you get into the room, then you can see is the environment that very warmly welcoming, and then professional setting. You can sense as a client if something is going wrong, like our intuition will tell you something. And then the second things that you wanting to do is that you can asking about their license. Most of the massage therapists, they have, like, not most, as a massage therapist, you have to have your license in order to practice in this profession. But if without license, that's against the law, and then the penalty is very heavy on that. And the third thing is that you were mentioned about the dripping. Whenever I was in the school, the first things I learned is dripping, because that's how you present yourself as a professional. So if in the room or during the session it was not proper dripped or something was going on, then as a client, you also have a right to say, no, stop that right now. I want to stop this session right now. If you don't do it, I'm going to call the police. You have a right to do that. Make sure you do that as well, so that we can be able to eliminate bad practice. May I answer your questions?
Yes, but now I've got one that's kind of off the cuff. It's interesting because people have a misconception about Asians, and I don't know if it's only specifically the Chinese, but in your experience in China, was this even a hot topic when it came to massages? Or did people not really bat an eye when another Chinese person gave them a massage, whether it was, I don't know, maybe Chinese, Korean, Japanese?
I think this is a very hot topic all around the world, right?
Oh.
It's pretty much like all around the world, Actually, in China, whenever you go to the massage setting, they have 3 types too, It's the same thing like the United States. You have medical practitioners, and then you have like a spa type. Like when you go to there, you have like spa services, right? You have skin cares, all of the stuff, and the nice environment, big hotels, all of the stuff. Obviously, you have a bad portion of it, right? So it's the same thing like in the United States. Even if you go to Europe, it's the same thing. Like you have different types of the business. Obviously, all of the government officials, they want to take care of the bad and keep the good, right? That's why it is very important for us as professionals kind of address the elephant in the room to light the public understanding. What are the things that you can avoid it, or what are the things that you can help us as well, right? We wanted to really encourage our industry to be kind of hoping to push the bad apple out, and then let more people get into this, really using a massage as a tool to helping people to address their muscle related pain, and then really helping them calm their minds. Sometimes massage really helps calming people's minds, as well as promoting the healing so that people can feel like less pain, less fatigue, and have more energy, and then to be the best version of themselves, right? So now, Daniel, I have a question for you.
Okay.
So I know there's another misconception about the male therapist, right?
Yes.
Can you hope to address on that too?
I'm not quite sure why it is. I think it's a mixture of a few different factors. I think the first one is maybe a client's past experience with a male therapist. To that, I can't speak to because I don't know what maybe has or hasn't happened with them. And I think that adds to the stereotype that kind of taints it a little bit, and that paints us all out to be like maybe creeps or predators. Whether you're a tall guy, small guy, short guy, fat guy, or skinny guy, it doesn't really matter. Even if you're me, a blind guy, you're still kind of targeted as that. And I think the way to help that is to take the time to get to know the person, talk to them, and not just go in and see that you have a male massage therapist and automatically say, okay, well, he's a guy, so he's going to do this or he's going to do that. Because why would a male therapist who, has gone through the schooling and everything be in a position to do this if they're well aware that they can lose their license? So I think that's what's really hit all the massage therapists in the profession, is just the fact that you're a male, you must be this or you must be that. And I see it even with myself being a massage therapist. I see the majority of my clients are female clients, which that's not bad, that's not good. But I ask myself, okay, my coworkers seem to get everybody, men, women, old, young, and I only get like the ladies, which that's fine. But I think like, okay, I would like to work on a different body just to have the practice and the experience. But I don't think a lot of people take the time to speak with you and get to know you because they have these preconceived ideas. But now I have a question back at you as a business owner. How do you feel about that, having maybe seen me go through some massages and people say, hey, he's a guy, I kind of don't want him, I prefer you or somebody else?
That's a great question, right? We can't force people to have someone if they don't want to. As a business owner, we have to respect the client's choice. And however, we will kind of ensure to let the client know that Daniel, as an example, how is that? We'll just take you as an example. We'll just say
Okay.
Daniel is well trained by us, and then he's really good, and then we can ensure you that he did really good job, and then if they're accepting it, then we're good to go, right? That's how we do it.
And then backtracking, is this even an issue in China, let's say? Are male therapists also targeted in this way, or is that not even a thing people think about?
Actually, that's a great question. In China, male therapist is much popular than girls.
Oh, the tables turned.
Yeah, the table is turned. Is male therapy is much popular than the female therapist.
How come?
So the things is like they think because Asian people like the deep tissue, right? They think about the guys has more power.
Oh.
The ladies will not be able to kind of go deep and really breaking down and
Okay.
everything like that. So that's why. And then also in China, there's a lot of like manual therapies will be performing by the doctors as well. So they will have like traditional Chinese doctors. They will doing the acupuncture. They prescribing the medicine as well as hands-on for helping to clients to not for them is like patients, helping patients get to where they need to be.
Huh, that's interesting. I wonder why that is that in China. I see why it could be seen that way, but maybe it, I don't know, an issue of somebody's past or just, I think there's more than just the massage therapy aspect that goes into why male massage therapists are seen this way versus in China where it's so different. I think that's a really big topic.
I think for the Asian mentality, so not necessarily Asian mentality or China, anything like that. It's more so like because all the professions was doing by the males, so it was accepting it. Either from the doctor or from any type of the professions. Males is more than the female because the concept was the ladies taking care of everything at home, and then the guy was making the money, the breadwinners, and taking care of this, and then the female was the one that really put everything together. So that's from my understanding.
Okay.
But even though right now is different, like everything is turning around, like in the United States, everything influenced by influence, and from the United States, all the women has more jobs, opportunities, and they do more stuff. But still, that's the cultural. Sometimes the culture you can't change, right? It's very hard to change.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yes, and one thing you even don't know, in China, the blind therapist is more popular than the therapists who can see if they are male.
I see why they would be.
Okay, can you tell me from your perspective? We wouldn't want to know.
I think the few reasons are I don't think it's anything special because I don't think we have any like superpowers. I think it's just the fact that we have to go through in our daily lives, I guess in my daily life, because I can only speak about me, through touching everything, or I don't know if or whoever else is blind or not or whatever. Having to have learned Braille for a minute, I think that really kind of helps you without you realizing it, and then that in turn helps you just feel things a little bit more deeply and improve that sensitivity in your fingertips, which I wouldn't call that a superpower. I think it's just with anything, a muscle or anything, the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. So I think that helps you, but I wouldn't say that's the only thing. Like, just because you could do that, you're good. You have to learn everything else that goes in a massage. Like, what does a tense muscle feel like? And what are the small things you should look out for and feel versus a muscle that is no longer tense? I think if you take all these things and put them together, then you will be a very good, I guess, blind massage therapist.
Hey, I want to tell you something. For me, I really appreciate you because you are really, really wonderful person. You're very caring and you're always eager to learn, take a feedback really well. And I can't say thanks enough for you. Because of you, it make me really become a better trainer, become a better instructor in terms of people coming in. So now we are really, really working in tune to see how can we make our training much more smoother and then make people have better experience. So
Yes.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, here we go. So we today's conversation is it's to the end, and then next one we are going to talking about what is the professional massage looks like. Thank you so much for your
Thank you.
time. Yeah, if you like our video, please subscribe in our channel. Help us to grow a little bit more in the audience, and that will help us to support our small business.
Thank you.
Yes,
Bye.
bye.